Hi, this is Ron McLean, the Dream Roper, helping you lasso your dreams. Tonight we're going to talk about how to use social media for business. And there are 10 key steps. So if you're contemplating starting a business or looking to effectively make social media a part of your business, here are 10 key steps. Now these are intended as a guide and a checklist for you to make sure you are on the right track. And please contact me for details on any one of these or all of them. Pardon me, as the time you spend getting it right up front will sure pay dividends down the road. Okay? So thank you for joining me. Let's go together and talk about the 10 steps. Tip number 1, build you Inc. Build your brand, not the company you represent. You want to identify who you are and decide your approach to the market. But you want to identify who you are and to build a brand around you. What turns your crank? What gets you up in the morning? What floats your boat? What your mission, vision, goals are. And you want to build you and not a company. If you own the company, that's different. But if you're representing a company, if you're a sales rep for a company or you're a representative, independent rep for a network marketing company, you don't want to really be promoting the company. You want to be promoting yourself. Companies can come and go. You are the constant. So we're talking about your business and how to use social media. Tip number 2 is identify your target market. What needs do they have, and what can you do to help them, providing value to them? Now, oftentimes your target market will be folks like you, but don't want to narrow it down, but you don't want to widen it up and try to be all things to all people, because you're going to be all over the map and not attract anyone. So you want to focus on the needs of your target market. Okay, tip number 3, identify and start with 2 social media channels. What does that mean? You could start with 1. That would be fine. Starting with more than 2 would probably be counterproductive. So that's why I'm saying start with 2. Start with Facebook and Twitter. That would be 2 common ones, and give you all the tools you need. Now, YouTube I've listed here because I recommend you use video marketing. And you can record on your computer, upload to YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google, and it helps in the searches, and you can import from YouTube to Facebook or Twitter, or you can upload directly from your computer. So, just for reference, YouTube is the number 2 search engine after Google. So you get a lot of power working in your favor. Your website. Do you have one? Do you need one? Well, first, the answer is, do you need one, is no. You can go with, say, maybe like a Facebook fan page but if you're going to use social media, you really want to be directing them to your website. A website is a place for you to receive leads from your social media. I recommend a website you fully control, not one that's an affiliate website, not one that's a replicated website. You want one that you can host with your domain name and with a hosting company. Mine, for instance, is ronmclean.com. That's mine. I control it. I have WordPress on the site. And WordPress gives you control over content. It's easy to update. Any of the hosting providers like GoDaddy or HostGator or Bluehost will load WordPress right on your website when you upload your domain. So it's a commonly accepted way of doing it, and it's a good one. Now that you have your website, you're going to need an autoresponder, because that's how you capture your prospects' contact information. I use aWeber. You can use Getresponse. There's others out there. And that allows you to automate your follow-up with your contacts, with your prospects, and will provide you to start building an email list. And there's value in the list. And you can market to that list, because those are folks that ask for you to contact them, that are interested in what you have to offer. And you put a contact form on your website, and that links directly between your website and your autoresponder. Tip number 6, your image and logo, if you have one. Your image should be a picture of your face. Your face should be across the header of your website, the header on Facebook. Same thing on Twitter. It needs to be your picture, not a picture of something else, not a company logo. Now, you can add a logo anywhere in your website if you have one. As you can see, I have mine showing here, Dream Roper. It is professionally put together, and it's part of my brand. But it needs to be consistent across all your websites. Yeah? And you need to have a tagline or a slogan. In my case, it's Ron the Dream Roper, helping you lasso your dreams. Yours could be more directed to your business, but it needs to convey to your viewer what you're all about and what benefit will they get from working with you. What can you do to help? We're all tuned to radio station WIIFM. What's in it for me? I had to spell that out. And ideally, your website should shrink down to whatever browser someone's using. If they're using an iPhone or an Android or a tablet, they want to be able to read your website. Now, your Facebook fan page, tip number 7. What is a Facebook fan page? Well, if you're not familiar with them, if you don't have one, they're a Facebook product that is designed for business. If you're in business, you need a fan page. Facebook encourages you to have a fan page. They're free, and they provide a more business-like platform for your advertising. And if you use your personal profile to put business on all the time, you're not necessarily complying with Facebook rules, and you could end up in Facebook jail. So your fan page is a place where you market via Facebook. You run your ads. They've got a great setup there. And you also need to consistently post items of interest to your prospects. If you want them to like your fan page and your fan page become part of their feed and get some engagement from them, it needs to be something that they're interested in, something they're looking for, something they need. Tip number 8 is your Twitter page. It's very similar to Facebook. It needs to resemble the rest of your social media. Twitter marketing tools are pretty cool, and they can be used from your regular Twitter page. There's no equivalent to a fan page. Again, to attract people to you, you need to consistently post items of interest to your target audience that they will share around, retweet. And content. Tip number 9 is content. You need to provide value to your target audience. I know we've said that going forward, but it's very important. 80% of your posts to social media should be items of interest, of value to your target market. And your post should be somewhat congruent. It should be almost a theme, a subject, that the area of expertise that you bring to the table. So you don't want to be all over the map, or people aren't going to follow you because they don't know where you're coming from half the time. And the other 20% can be marketing your offering to your target audience. So that's the 80-20 rule, and it certainly applies to posting. Tip number 10 is post frequency. You need to post frequently. Now, how often does that mean? You need to post 5 to 7 times a day. As your audience is going to be viewing at different times, you're going to have people in there at 6 o'clock in the morning, you're going to have people at noon, you're going to have people at mid-afternoon, you have people in the early evening, late evening. Now, how do you deal with that? I don't mean you have to sit in front of your computer all day. You can automate the post schedules. I use Hootsuite. There's other software out there that you can schedule your posts for different times of the day. So you just kind of sit down and get her all done at one time. Pretty cool. Now, the most important thing on this whole presentation is your audience. Pardon me. Because you're posting for them. You're not posting for you. You're posting things that your audience wants. And when you're engaged with your audience, you want to maintain your posture, but you're a person, they're real people, and just pretend like you're talking to them face to face and deal with them the same. You maintain your posture, but you want to be friendly and genuinely interested in providing value to them. Now, you know the Lord gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we really want to listen to our prospects. You want to listen to what they want. They'll tell you what they want, and that's what you need to provide to them. Don't spam them or continually market, or you'll be unfriended. So remember the 80-20 rule there as well. Now, if this is helpful, and I put this together on a one-pager, just the bullet points, so you can get a copy off my website, ronmclean.com/social-media-4-business. And hey, I wish you success in your social media. I wish you success in your business. And if you have a home business and want to engage me any further, or you got questions, etc., my contact information will be in the trailing end of this video. So feel free to get a hold of me. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, that's all for tonight. You have a blessed day and a successful business. Bye now.